but where was Namex? I don't know. I blame Tyler for not having this information on hand. Show's canceled.
All right, well, hang on a minute. I've got
Originally with the Earth balls, you can only wish somebody back to life once, but then Dende made it to where you could do it 3 times.
Well, Dente's a bitch.
Dragon Ball.
Little green.
Harunga.
Hell yeah.
Hey, is my mic significantly louder than anyone else's?
No.
Usually.
Okay, I just wanted to. It is.
I feel like your mic typically gets loud as hell
I don't know why.
because you're so loud.
I'm not that loud.
It's really
I
nice.
like
Right
my
now,
new
all
mic.
the
It's
time.
loud. Like you have a loud mic because you move.
I like my new mic.
You have a pretty good mic. I got the whole boom arm set up now. So
Oh,
say that
because
I'm
he's
away.
fancy. He's a real podcaster now.
No, I needed it more for my job than if it did for the podcast.
Jess gave me this mic. She found it, like, she was doing, because she works, like, maintenance at a apartment complex. And left this. And she gave it to me. And I was like, fucking, all right, I'll take it.
Oh yeah, I used to have one of those somewhere.
Free mic.
I had one of
Didn't
those
you
at
and
one
Bentley
point.
have one like this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, fellas. We ready?
Yeah.
Do what?
Are we ready?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah. 180 days, Will. I was right.
180 days, so you can do it twice a year.
3 times a year.
That's twice.
Well, this is Dragon Ball, so they don't have 365 days. So
2.5 times in a year.
there you go.
Run the intro again. God, don't. Please don't. You really gonna do this? Yeah, him. It's our show. We do what we want.
Oh my god, no. Not another freaking wrestling podcast.
Yay!
Like I said, I don't give people like me. So, either you love me or you don't.
I love you.
I love you too.
Cody Rhodes is hot dog water solidified.
Okay.
I'm glad we
Welcome back.
fucking found that out. Wonderful.
Do what I
Welcome
can.
back to. God damn it.
We're not doing that gimmick anymore.
I wasn't even trying to. Like,
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back to
another
another episode of Not Another Freaking Wrestling Podcast. The gimmick never dies, brother. I'm your host with the most, still reveling in the glory that is Evo 2023. Play some fighting games, y'all.
I'm No Contest JD, and I became much.
and
less
I'm Shane
interested in
Daniels,
God damn it.
the Carpet City Draw, the Pick'em's champion, the reason why this fucking podcast eats.
All I want to do is tell my joke.
We're not
All
letting
right, do your intro then.
Jesus.
JD, go. JD, go.
Tyler, go. Jay.
My name's not
They're present the whole
JD.
time.
JD,
Are you pouty?
it's your turn.
My name is No Contest JD,
And I am the promoter of Clash at Carpet City TY, and don't you fret, people. That sucked.
That's horrible.
I'll get to keep it. It's fine.
Okay.
We can continue from here.
Yeah. Yeah, we should. Anyways, Tyler, you're no contest fuckface.
No, I'm the promoter of the Clash at Carpet City and the founder of No Contest.
The founder of No Contest. Your dumb ass pick does not create a founder.
It kind of does.
You really need to change yours to I don't really care because I'm taking a shit.
No, that's mine. So I was late today.
Okay.
That's it. That's your intro, Jake.
No, I'm Jake, and I'm strongly considering suggesting we switch this over to a Dragon Ball podcast you all missed what we were talking about before we started recording.
I would so do a Dragon Ball podcast.
Absolutely.
I'm
That
okay
would be
with
on
that.
your own.
The
Well,
Saiyan Space podcast.
Don't worry, you get to edit it. It's cool.
So can I just be on everyone's side shows? Because me and Will have Gaijin, and then me and Shane will have the Dragon Ball podcast.
oh, I'll be there for the Dragon Ball podcast for sure.
No one fucking invited you, Tyler.
Well,
Exactly.
I've invited myself. Jesus.
JD, come up with an idea for a sideshow so I can be on it too. I want to be on everyone.
This is the sideshow. It's not another freaking wrestle podcast.
Yeah, this isn't the real podcast.
Where have you been? Where have you been?
See, the real podcast involves Jake and Will and me.
So JD and I are just chopped liver.
No, you came up with territories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did.
That's your thing. We're all a guest on your little show. Even though
I've
it
got
takes you like
Gaijin.
7 hours to fucking explain your fucking card. But hey,
God damn.
Listen, the reason why
listen.
I did it's constant 4+ star events.
Is it?
It is. Ask Jake.
You haven't had a single 2 out of 3 tables match.
Neither
don't-
have you.
I don't need it. I have PBS, and David Young is our champion of PBS.
The free agent is your TBS change. Does that know he was in the free agent pool? So does that mean since he's your TBS champion that he can just defend the TBS championship everywhere?
It's actually PBS, you idiot. It's
Whatever.
probably funded
TBS,
by viewers like
TBS,
you.
fuckface. Look, I liked it better
This
when you looked
promotion
like
is
fucking
not getting
Beach-
that level
Beach
of
Day
money,
Hitler,
Shane.
all right, bud?
If it was Hitler, we're getting out of line, guys. What are we here to talk about tonight?
That
Wrestling?
shit show called Summerslam.
Well-
Thank you, Shane.
I do want to talk about a few things first, though.
No, we're talking about Summerslam.
This is more important though because Big E was advised by doctors.
We're
not to
talking
get back
about
in the ring.
SummerSlam, not Big E.
That's more important than Big E than SummerSlam. SummerSlam sucked. Big E is way more important.
I think he is saying that because he is going to return soon.
You do?
Yes.
Party foul, dude.
What?
That's a party foul. You gotta chug it now.
I can't chug all that fucking water.
Why not, bitch?
I don't make the rules.
What the fuck?
You
Now I
can't
have to
chug all
look
that
this
water.
up.
Damn, you and your kin are weak and you will not survive the winter.
Okay.
This isn't good for an audio medium. That's what's good. We're on video this week.
Hey,
That was
quit
fantastic.
himself.
Oh, we are? For real? Cool.
Yeah, we're on video this week. Anyway, so yeah, Big E, you think he's gonna be back then, Will? Soon?
I don't think it'll be soon. I think Royal Rumble season.
Okay. I'd pop. I love Big E.
Yeah. I want him to get his last name back.
Langston?
Yeah, it was something that I really noticed whenever he held the WWE Championship. When you take it outside of wrestling and then you're like, oh yeah, the WWE Champion, Big E. Like from an outside looking in, that just sounds really weird.
But you're okay with Big Bill.
Yeah, because he's big and he's Bill.
Well, Big E's big and he's E.
Yeah, but he's also Langston.
What is the E said for, Will?
Epsilon.
Okay.
Erection.
Well, okay. Will.
Big erection?
Epcot.
Yeah, sure.
Epcot? Okay.
Yeah, big Epcot Langston.
I was going to say El Rado.
That was weird.
Yeah, why not? That was the first thing that came to my mind was El Raldo.
So something that's not even a name or a word came to mind?
Tyler,
Bullshit.
you're
The bullshit.
fired.
Bullshit. I live in Dalton, so does Jake, and there's a lot of El Rados over here.
Eduardo's, maybe.
Okay. That too.
Anyways, we had some re-signings over in AEW. The Elite, the remaining remnants of Dark Order, and fucking Kip Sabian.
I'm a little sad the Elite re-signed. I wouldn't have hated seeing Kenny Omega in WWE.
Yeah, but no one wants to watch all wrestling. It's just we already have an all Japan. We don't need all America.
Why don't we?
Because no, we already tried Dragon Gate USA, and it was too ahead of its time.
Very good excuse, Will.
We did have all American in fucking the 80s and 90s.
We actually do technically already have all American wrestling. That's a Chicago indie.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know. A lot of people bitching about them re-signing Kip Sabian to a 3-year deal. I think Kip Sabian's got to be one of the biggest drop balls from AEW's original signings.
I 100% agree with that.
He had a lot of promise on the UK indies, and they picked him up when he was getting buzz in avenues that no one else in the UK necessarily was. Like, he wasn't a big Progress guy or a big Rev Pro guy. And he was really one of the only people from the British boom, other than, unfortunately, Jimmy Havoc, that got scooped up by AEW in the beginning, and they just did fuck all with poor Kip.
So you keep saying Kip, but I just keep hearing Pip, the little fucking British kid from South Park.
Basically the same person.
Okay. Wonderful.
What do you think they're going to do with Dark Order now that they re-signed him?
Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Give them a new not edgelordy name, hopefully.
No, they're never going to change that. I think Dark Order is going to be like their new little legacy vehicle. I do think they need to throw in some random fuckers to it.
But they used to have?
Yeah, like Dark Order being reduced down to a trio, that's just rough. It's tough. Like, I liked how one by one a lot of members kept leaving, but I would like a rebuild. But right now they're still getting hot and heavy with their storyline with Stu Grayson and the Righteous in Ring of Honor. But I think that they're going to be like AEW lifers.
All right, let's jump right into it then. SummerSlam.
Do we have to?
I should have watched fucking Collision.
Should have watched G1 Climax.
Ricochet and Logan Paul opened the show. That was a fun little 10-minute match, 12-minute match.
It was scary.
It certainly did happen.
It wasn't bad.
It was better than what it was thought to be.
There was a lot of scary spots in that fucking match.
There were, but they're both professionals. If they talked about it, they went over it. That's on them for doing it.
I did like the fucking him flipping out of the ring and hitting the clothesline. That was pretty cool.
The buckshot lariat outside the ring was dope as hell.
That shit did look crazy.
Only if he would have stuck the landing a little bit better. But who am I to fucking say anything? I can't do it.
Yeah. Literally anyone else in wrestling that would have tried to do that, their knee would have folded.
Well, sticking that landing's hard.
Fine.
Yeah. The only person I could think that could nail that is probably Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, because he's the drawer of dimes.
Yeah. Because he knows the right way to take that move is to not take it at all and to just walk down the steps and throw a chair.
Yeah. So Logan Paul followed up this match by flying to Dallas and getting in a fight with a fan in the crowd at his brother's boxing match.
Very good.
In wrestling gear.
That's what's up.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah, live the gimmick, brother.
Try that in a small town, huh?
That was followed up by Cody and Brock.
Dallas is not a small town.
Just depends on where you're at in the world.
Oh, was Cody and Brock on this card?
Yeah, they were second.
I was unaware. I didn't see them.
I feel like that's where we should have probably left the ended the show right there. About it.
I have
T.Y.
no idea.
Three matches
actually-
in.
I have
T.Y.
no
Three
idea.
matches
actually-
in.
Yeah, that
No.
was the end.
It was 2 matches in.
Okay.
So the match started slow, but I feel like by the end of the match, like they had me a little bit. Tyler even said at the end of the match, he's like, "This is a badass match," which surprised me because I didn't expect Tyler to like it at all.
I was very confused, and I'll tell you why. Because they market Brock as like the greatest combat athlete in the fucking world, which is not wrong. But he's done nothing but fucking destroy this dude fucking 20, 30 fucking times and F5'd him through tables, beat his ass in front of his mom and all this. And then he just lets him fucking, he's going to take the 10 count.
They
Like,
did
that
the
made
story backwards.
No sense.
This fucking bullshit nothing match should have been their first one.
Will,
and then their first one should have been this one because the first one, they were both, haha, I squeaked by you, look at me, I'm a little rat boy, wins over Brock Lesnar. And I don't know, the first match felt more like okay, you actually did it. Whereas this one, the whole match being, let me throw you outside, and the whole, come on, stay down, kid. You don't want this beating. Like, bro, you all have already had 2 matches. Like, he can clearly take the beating to an extent. But also, keep beating him because I want to see that boy hurt.
wow.
I mean, to be 3 matches, it was okay. I mean, it's not the finish that I would have been like, oh man, that was a good finish. I mean,
I think they're gonna keep milking it.
I think
I
they
don't
are.
know. Apparently, after the match, the whole Brock hugging him and showing him off to the crowd, that was unprompted. Brock did that on his own.
Yeah, which was cool.
Brock has always done really well about taking care of his opponents. Dating back even to when Drew was about to become world champion, and he was telling Drew on Raw, pick up the title.
Bob
Yeah,
Holly.
And
he's
he's
like-
probably gonna end up leaving for a while now.
Well, Cody
I mean,
said it best in the press conference. He said, when Brock finally decides to fucking hang it up, we're going to realize what we were missing because Brock is a once-in-a-lifetime athlete.
Oh, he's
And
definitely
he's
gonna hang it up. Kyrie Hojo's coming back.
So he's scheduled for October, I think. October 7th is the next appearance he's scheduled for. So it's not going away forever.
He's still got to
Who,
wrestle
Brock?
Gunther.
Yeah.
He still have
I
Gunther.
didn't know he was doing that.
Yeah, he's
I
already
just
scheduled
want
for
to
another
see him
appearance.
fight Bobby Lashley again.
No, I don't. I want to see Gunther and Brock Lesnar. I would pay $100 for that match. That match alone. I don't
And-
give a fuck.
I want to see him leave so he can go wrestle the real big money fight right now, Johnny Swinger.
No.
We have the Slim Jim Battle Royal next, or better known as Get LA Knight Over.
Yeah! Let me
Yeah.
talk!
Where was Warhorse?
Who gives a fuck?
No, if anybody follows Warhorse at what he does, he pushes his shit out of Slim Jim. Why wasn't he in this match?
He's not signed to WWE.
I don't fucking care. He could do a
He's not
one-off.
sponsored by Slim Jim.
I don't care. He could do a one-off.
Could he?
Yeah, he could.
You think they were just like, man, we need a guy who fucking does everything with Slim Jim. Let's go find him out on the indies, Tyler.
Hey, it's right there on the internet, on Twitter. I'm sorry, X. whatever
Sorry,
you guys want to call that.
Omos. We just can't fit all 7 feet of you in the ring. We've got one too many guys. We got this Slim Jim wrestler.
And we got this guy
Shut
who
up, you
does all
dog.
this promo
I
shit
wish.
with the fucking stuff. We're going to bring him in and,
The wrong person won that match.
What?
No, I don't think so.
Who
If
should have
you
won
say-
that match?
Omos was the person to win the match, then
Yeah.
you're sadly mistaken.
Yeah.
The big man never wins the Battle Royal. Like, we all know that.
Why
my
It's a
though?
dad
wrestling
did.
rule.
Fuck you.
Shane's dad did, yeah.
Yeah.
So one time is the exception, not the rule.
What about Brockle Strokelman?
What about Big Showbert?
That's who he's talking about. That's Shane's dad.
That's Shane's dad.
What about El Gigante? I'm sure he's won a battle royal before.
Okay,
I've won battle royals before.
You're fighting a point that you don't really believe in here, okay?
Yeah, Grot.
What about when Yokozuna won Royal Rumble?
He was a big guy.
Okay, I get it. Okay, I'm wrong.
At least you're man enough to admit it.
Yeah.
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 Is the earth flat?
No.
I don't know. Ask AJ.
Dummy.
Ask Nate.
Dummy. Yeah. I'm starting to wonder there. Yeah.
I'll tell you what is flat. It's this ice cream sandwich I'm eating. It's
decidedly not. That is 3D.
It's pretty bad.
Anyway,
I don't know. It can't have been that bad. That was a big ass bite.
I'm hungry.
I think it was the fudge round you fucking had before it.
No, that fudge round was
fucking taste.
No, why
fudge round he inhaled before it?
Dude, that fudge round was so good. I ain't gonna lie. I'll tell you what else.
Somebody else?
Huh?
I think you got into Shane's stash.
Yeah.
I feel like fudge round should be slang term for butthole.
Old fucking chili dog.
That's not what that is.
I know what a chili dog is.
All right.
Let's move along to the match we don't want to talk about anyway. To the match that Tyler was like, I'm not gonna pick a winner here.
I want those that don't care.
Then try
to during the match. During the match though, it was like
yeah, I'm gonna pick. And I even once again, this is like no contest. I said, are you gonna pick somebody? And you were like, I don't give a fuck about this match.
No contest.
And then I was like, yeah. And then you're like, Shayna's gonna win. Yeah, fucking Naruto pulled it out in one of the most fucking dumbass fucking matches I've seen in a very long time. And whoever thought, hey, you know what? We should have an MMA match at a wrestling show. Should be kicked in the fucking dick, fired, and their mom fucked.
Hey, listen.
The MMA rules isn't a bad idea. They've done it with the fight pit. But if they would have made this a fight pit match,
why
it
did
could
we
have
not
worked.
make it a fight pit? It's SummerSlam.
The fight pit is not MMA rules. Matt Riddle has done a moonsault off that.
But it's knockout or tap out.
Yeah, you can do tap out, knockout. That's MMA rules.
You know, they tried this with AJ Styles and that Kurt Angle doppelganger from UFC way back in the day in TNA. That shit sucked too.
Frank Trigg?
Frank Trigg, Twinkle Toes, yeah, that motherfucker.
I don't know why I know that.
Sucked. No,
We should have really got Jeff Jarrett's input on this then.
Well.
That's a true statement in most situations in life.
I feel like
a bad match though.
They only did an MMA style match because MMA is the new boxing, and they used to do boxing matches in the Fed.
They should have just done a shoot fight.
Yeah.
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 We'll talk to you.
God damn it. We're not.
Gunther and Drew.
We're not.
Gunther and Drew McIntyre followed that up. It felt like they took a minute to get up to speed though. Like they went through a longer filling out process than I expected.
That's a lot of man to feel out.
Which one?
Both.
Exactly.
Which one? Yes.
But it is also a match that I think it's also. God damn it. It's also a match that I feel like if it had 5 more minutes, it would have really gotten cooking. It just needed 5 more minutes.
That would have been 5 less minutes with that triple threat.
Yeah, see?
Or they could have scrapped the fucking the MMA match. They could have scrapped that motherfucker and just had 5 more
Or
minutes.
we could have just took 15 minutes away from the fucking women's match because it went 15 minutes way too long.
No, that was a good match. Take it away from that bullshit main event.
Well,
You
let's
think
talk
that
about
triple threat match was good, Will?
Yeah, that
We're
was
gonna
not
get
a
there.
bad match. That was a neat little finish.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
really trying to. Yeah.
Let me talk to you.
I said we weren't doing it, and here I am. Yeah. And then Jake follows up. Let me talk to you.
It's turning into being at fucking TWE on Tuesday and Wednesdays for training. I think it's all them fucking kids do. Why do you think I fight them all the time?
Because you're a dick.
The skunk do it.
No.
Yeah.
So we
Let
had
me talk to you.
Seth and Finn next. I love both of them with trying to play the mind games. Finn with the 7 on his shoulder, and Seth with the same vest he wore to SummerSlam when they faced off last time. Good psychological mind games, and the match was fucking great. This was the best match on the card, except for the finish.
Yeah, it was all right.
What was wrong with the finish?
It didn't make a whole lot of sense.
It just seems screwy to me when I watched it. I was like,
Please enlighten me. I was wrestling myself. I didn't watch it.
So my problem with the finish was the way they Finn automatically didn't trust Damien, even though Damien was there to help him. So he immediately was like, no, we're sticking to my plan, even though Damien's plan was to smash him in the head with the briefcase. Yeah, fucking do that. Do it. Get the win. It just made no sense to me, especially when he was trying to take the help later and then got his head stamped on the briefcase for trying to take the help later when he should have done it in the first place. It just made no sense. Made Finn look like an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with Judgment Day. I mean, we don't have the really, why give them all this stuff if you're just going to be like, fuck it, we're going to break them up anyways.
so when do we think the breakup happens at this point? Since last night happened.
Survivor Series.
I don't think it makes it that far.
I think what you're going to have at Survivor Series is Judgment Day versus whoever. And then that'll probably be where they kind of have communication problems and fucking lose. And they'll do the whole, we're on the same page. We're on the same page. Yeah, let me talk to you.
Look how long the Bloodline's been breaking up, though. They could milk this out forever.
I was about to say, the Bloodline were breaking up for what, like a year straight? They still are breaking up.
It's like a Hollywood divorce.
Like a horrible toxic relationship.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
Let's let Will tell us why he liked this triple threat match.
Do what?
Let's let Will defend this triple threat match real quick.
Yeah, please defend the fucking triple threat match that was
all except for the last 5 minutes, which we have all agreed was better than the first 15.
That saved it.
So the start was rough. It was just everyone doing basic starter moves and stalling for time until it was time for Bianca to take that crazy fucking bump onto the steps. They carted her out. I thought she was actually hurt.
I thought it was legit at first.
And she came back in and she was limping, and I was still buying the injury until she fucking limps up and then just scoops Charlotte into the torture rack and dumps her down and then just goes like, ow, my knee. But overall, once Bianca actually re-entered the match, that's when I feel like it really began, and then they were doing some good shit. Honestly, I want them to run back that, but now with Io and make it a 4-way.
Yeah, my favorite part of that match was when Charlotte fucking kept fixing her gear fucking 20,000 times.
I love when she had to stop doing a move in the corner to let the referee fix her gear, and then she barely landed it when she actually did it.
Yeah, there was a lot of that last night.
Yeah,
That's gotta be a crazy level of power of just being like, hey, fix my gear.
Yeah, Charles
and
was
then
not
beating someone's ass. I bet that's gotta be an incredible high.
I mean, you can sit here and try to defend this all you want, but it was a horrible match.
It was a fun match, and it led to the prophecy being fulfilled. Io Shirai is the WWE Universal Champion.
Why has she got to cash in on Bianca like that, though? You know?
Because why not? Also, that was a neat little finish of her still being in the figure 4, but nailing the roll up on Asuka. That to me was some of the most top guy shit ever. That was a prime John Cena at his peak kind of finish.
There was one spot that really scared the shit out of me. Was when she had her in the figure 8, and then Bianca did the fucking
450
shit off the top rope.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Like, so many ways that could have went wrong.
Oh, that was scary.
But it was cool, and it serves as a way to further pad Bianca's records, because now that she's had a 1-minute reign, you can now further inflate her numbers, which we already know WWE loves inflated numbers.
I really think this was another vehicle to turn her heel so she can join Bobby and fucking Profits.
The Soup Profits.
Which I wouldn't even be mad at.
I don't like that Bobby is with Street Profits.
I don't like your tone.
I think that they will be good together, but I don't think they need to be paired together. I think it's just they don't know what else to do with them.
I think the best part of that whole thing was the Profits came out there and destroyed the whole tag division and then got cheered the whole time while they were doing it. And then Bobby Lashley comes out there and then they start cheering for Bobby.
So let's shift to that main event. Then we can definitely come back to the SmackDown talk because there's a few other things to talk about from the week. The main event. Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. This match didn't
Hallmark channel ass match.
This match didn't start until what was it? 11:40? It was later, wasn't it?
It was like 11. It was at least 11:45.
It was like 4:30 a.m.
Yeah, 4:30 a.m.
Jey Uso had an hour and a half long entrance.
Dude, the fact that everyone was like that entrance ramp was way too long. Like everyone's music looped.
Everyone should just grow more. Omos didn't have any problem because he's so tall.
I remember when they used to use the fucking golf carts to tow. Like Braun Strowman would ride on the back of the golf cart.
Dude, that shit was so funny because there'd just be this big ass motherfucker on a golf cart just going, "You are gonna go down." That shit would be so funny.
So the fact that one, this match went on so late, and two, never shifted to another gear. It was just kind of a very slow plodding match. Crowd was just
for tribal combat. They sure didn't do anything crazy.
Or tribal.
Or combat. They didn't even fight.
It was a nice cameo from Chef Reactions, helping Jay get on the fucking barricade so he could jump through the table.
Dude, I thought I was gonna have a fucking seizure anytime they were having a little kendo stick fight, and they would cut every time the kendo stick connected.
That's that's the Kevin.
These dumbass camera angles are brought to you by
Kevin Dunn,
the Bussy Beaver.
So the Jey Uso or the Jimmy Uso turn, I called that a few days ago with Becca. I was like, mostly because on SmackDown they kept talking about how he was never coming back, and I was like, that means he's gonna turn on Jey tomorrow, and that's exactly what happened.
You just said I called it and didn't even give any context. Like,
oh, sorry, I wasn't even thinking about
first that I've heard. He's like, I was talking to my girlfriend. I called it.
I didn't see the turn coming, but I figured he was gonna lose as soon as they said main event Jey Uso. I was like, oh, they're indie-rificking the fuck out of Jey. He's going down.
I really thought it was another member of the fucking bloodline, but
It's like when they were making Tyler Bate the big strong boy.
I don't know, the Jimmy Uso thing. I mean, I get it. They want to shock and drag this out, but it makes no sense within the context of the story they've been telling.
No, you just provided your sense. Rewind
What?
a few words to what you said. They want to drag it out.
well, also too, Jimmy and Jay have not been. They've talked about fighting each other. That was the ultimate goal, was to fight each other and break up.
At WrestleMania and everything.
WrestleMania.
Yeah, like. And
Oh my God, they're gonna milk Jimmy John's feud until then.
So like, I understand where they're headed and what the context is and everything. It just doesn't make sense within the context of the story they've been telling. Jimmy is the one who turned on Roman in the first place and tried to break Jey out. So why is he now turning on Jey? Unless they have a damn good explanation Friday, it makes no fucking sense.
Better call Rikishi.
I did it for the Chief.
I did it for Roman.
I just kind of can't believe my ears. You guys are actually talking negative about something that took place involving fucking nepotism Rama.
It sucked ass.
I think
got to make sense.
I really think it's more, and I was talking about this earlier. I think it was more that this fucking show was so goddamn long, and it dragged out for so fucking long. Like, some matches should have been shorter than they fucking were, but no, they kept fucking egos wouldn't let them fucking end it because, you know, when you're chanting fucking boring during a fucking match, it's time to go the fuck home.
Yeah, Ronda.
Not saying any names, fucking Naruto.
I blame Ronda. Shayna was just putting it. She was just.
Well,
This show shouldn't. The show was just way too long. The crowd was fucking tired. You could tell, and they had been there since fucking pre-show that started at fucking 7:00. I've been to fucking SummerSlam. It's a long fucking show.
Well, didn't you know long match equal good match?
No, it actually doesn't.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah, better call somebody.
Yeah, that's what all the work rate dweebs talk about.
I guarantee you I can get the same goddamn reaction almost out of your fucking long match with a fucking short match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you.
I did Saturday, by the way. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but
I noticed. Good job.
That was a Raquel Rodriguez reference, by the way. Toot toot. Dun 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 dun.
Hey, show me your back,
Freaky
Shane.
Back thing.
Show me your back.
Look back at y'all.
So, since we talked about SummerSlam, let's talk about what didn't make SummerSlam, because there were several rumored matches that didn't make the card, including Raquel and Rhea.
Where was Lex Luger?
Trish and Becky. And what was the other one? Oh, Austin Theory and
Hogan.
And Santos Escobar.
Did anybody really
No, they already penciled that in for SmackDown.
I would have much rather had like 2 of those matches.
Is Santos gonna win?
I don't know. Let me phone Vince up and ask him.
I don't know. Y'all actually like watch SmackDown week to week? Like, are they building him up?
They've been building him up.
They were building Ray to win the belt.
Yeah.
Because they were building the whole thing where Austin kept talking about how Rey Mysterio was his fucking favorite wrestler and blah, blah, blah. And it would be this honor to wrestle fucking Rey Mysterio and beat him and all this other stuff.
By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but Austin Theory is a complete charisma vacuum. Has nothing going on other than the fact that he can wrestle really good.
He's got a few minor things going on, and to look those up, make sure to Google Austin Theory minor, and you'll be able to find those.
No. No.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you.
Will's with the hard hitting journalism on that one.
God damn, that one. That was straight to the neck.
That's a shoot, boy.
That was a fucking nuke. What are you talking about?
So we'll leave that alone and
I need you
shift
to-
over to Trish and Becky.
I don't do gunshot sounds. I need you to put in the wow after that.
I got you.
Which you finally put in Gaijin, and I was so happy. I popped and
Yo, it's been in the last 2 episodes. I don't know what
Wasn't
y'all
in
are
the
talking.
first one. That's the only
Yeah,
one of Gaijin I listened to.
How is it not? It's supposed to be in the first one. You told me at the second one. And
I
it was
do
in the second one.
remember
It's in the
telling
second,
you
third.
at the jump because I told you while Jake and I were working in a really weird neighborhood.
Surrounded
I don't
by
remember
wasps.
I would have much rather had Trish and Becky over Ronda and fucking Shayna. That, if anything, that should have been a pre-show match. Honestly, let's just be real with each other. Yeah.
Trish and Becky not
Yeah.
on the card was kind of shit.
I just
So-
can't believe that they've been building up Becky and Trish for a good while. And I don't know, it just feels crazy to me that you cut that and look at what was on the show.
It feels like a very Vince McMahon move.
It feels
Like-
like a very repetitive thing because a couple of months ago it happened to Becky again. And then
You're
they had
gonna
to give her a
shaft-
match to, because they were running short on time and they cut her match on Raw.
You're gonna
Robert
shaft
Bailey and
Seth
Becky
had to fucking
Lynch
cut
and
out early
Trish
for a second.
Stratus for Ricochet and Logan Paul. Does the like I know that Logan Paul is a really big deal, but does Logan Paul draw in more than Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus's name combined? Because like Ricochet is, I love him to death, but he is not the draw of that match. He's just a really good partner for Logan Paul to beat.
I think my biggest problem with this is we talked about last week how AEW is booking their women's division like shit. WWE's honestly not doing much better right now.
TNA.
Not the only good women division in wrestling.
The only good women's division in wrestling right now.
Boy,
They are-
that wasn't on my fucking bingo card of things to be said.
I mean, I feel like Impact has had that. They get that award just about every year.
For like the past
They-
4 or 5 years, though.
Well, and even like original TNA,
Yeah,
that
even
was
they
one of
got
their
Gail Kim and
biggest
Awesome
crown
Kong.
jewels was the Knockouts division. And I mean, it's
Mhm.
still strong. And even with the reshuffling right now, like you lost Jordan Grace, you gained Trinity. Pretty fucking fair trade.
I mean, more than fair, honestly.
And right now they're retooling their tag division, and they've got Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster with the belts. Go watch
Awesome.
Impact Wrestling.
Speaking of tag belts, how about Chelsea and Sonya taking a loss their first week with the belts? All in service of a women's title program. You know, the exact reason Sasha and Trinity left.
And that's what happens whenever you're fighting kind of handicapped and you don't have the full tag team champions there. Because they were a person short.
I still think the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships are useless just because they're just being misused, mistreated.
Yeah,
That's why
well,
Sasha
I
and
mean,
Trinity
they're
left.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing decent because, I mean, one half of the women's tag team championship just won the
Mhm.
DDT Universal Championship.
Love
Shayna.
that man.
Shane, how toasted are you right now?
I'm not.
You're a fucking liar, but okay.
Wow.
What?
You a damn liar.
That needs
You a damn lie.
Ooh. You need to put a little timestamp for here because we need that little hair flip Shane just did.
Yeah,
That was a hair flip of match proportion.
Him doing that and just going, wow.
That was my best Owen Wilson impersonation. Wow.
Yeah.
Let me talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Like, this has ran its course. And
Oh no. We're just gonna
No, it hasn't.
everybody.
It's not. No, it has not.
This is gonna be right up there.
When
with
we
the whole
find one
PC
thing that sticks, we fucking run it to the ground.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
gonna be yeah.
Yeah.
And toot
What?
toot.
I mean, you guys are still putting no contests over for some reason. I don't know why, but there you go.
I mean,
Thank you.
That's actually kind of funny, though, because of
It
your
is.
fucking stupidity.
Exactly.
It is.
That's why it should never die.
And
Anyway,
it will.
let's shift gears over to AEW and talk about why MJF's little bitch.
What?
Because he a little bit.
You just can't win with y'all motherfuckers. Like,
He's a
No.
shoot
What do
bit.
you mean? How's he a little bitch?
Because
He's a
CM
good
Punk's
bitch.
walking around calling himself the real world champion and he hasn't said a goddamn thing about it.
he is too
He
busy
doesn't
hanging
need
out with his
to.
goddamn best friend, his only fucking friend, Adam Cole, baby. Yeah, let me talk to you.
Are
Wait,
you no?
his only
Yay,
friend.
D.
What about his poor little cat that's sitting at home?
Yay, D. Are you telling me that when you're palling around with your buddy brothers, you haven't lost track of the other business in your life that you needed to deal with?
I'm saying when there's somebody on another show that was with my company that's calling themselves the real world champion while I'm the real world champion, I'm not going to let that go.
He's pulling a Hogan. When Flair was around calling himself the real world champion on Fed television, Hogan didn't do fuck all about it. They never even wrestled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also think of it from this perspective. CM
Big
Punk is
bit.
now fielding all these colliders and sorting them out of world championship contention for MJF. Because I guarantee you they're going to do Adam Cole and MJF at All In, and they're doing Punk and MJF at All Out in Chicago.
It's not a lot of
Is
build.
MJF still going to be? Is MJF getting past Adam Cole? If Adam Cole turns on
Yes,
MJF, I imagine Adam Cole
100%.
wins out.
Adam
You think
Cole's
so?
going to turn on fucking MJF.
MJF.
It's already prophesized with the fucking stabbing in his back like he did Roderick.
No, they're about to do they're gonna do a Kingdom reunion, and they're gonna throw Roderick Strong in there. And if anybody says, "Oh, it's Undisputed Era," but with the Kingdom, no,
Oh, it's Undisputed Era with the Kingdom.
I will stab you.
So what you're
Oh.
saying is it's the Undisputed Era with the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. Gonna stab me, Will?
No, because I don't have a big enough knife.
And also, we have to do a joint show together. I think you lost on purpose.
What?
We have to do a joint show together now for our territories.
Oh yeah, but I haven't even booked that yet because you still haven't agreed. I'm just trying to force you to.
Yeah, we're not.
So you guys think it's okay that CM Punk's calling himself the real world champion and MJF doesn't just say anything about it?
He'll
the
get
straight edge
around to
champion.
it. He's busy.
He's got
trying
to fucking worry about Ricky Starks, okay?
I mean, he just beat Ricky Starks last night.
Well, I would have known that if I got to watch it instead of watching dumbass SummerSlam.
Yeah, now he's got Samoa Joey to worry about.
Fuck. I don't know what happened, JD.
I'm sorry.
Anything else
Hey.
interesting happen on fucking Collision?
Samoa Joe challenged Punk.
I knew that
match
part.
it all in. That's all I really that and the FTR thing.
Bullet Club Gold lost a member.
Who?
Cardboard J got killed. by Jay White.
Okay.
Gee whiz.
I'm not worried about that.
So they're
That's
back
fine.
down to 4 members. So
They're back
that's
down
kind
to
of
4.
sad to see.
Well, Cardboard
Also,
Jay
how
was doing
about
really well.
that mountain of meat of a tag team? Brian Cage and Big Bill, goddamn, they would have been so big in the AWA. Holy fuck. Could you imagine them versus the Natural Disasters all that big in the ring at once?
It's a lot of man meat slapping around.
They could have done that in a World War III setup. Give them 3 rings to work in.
Wait, you just said imagine them in the AWA, and you've mentioned 2 separate things that were not in the AWA: the Disasters or World War III.
No, they would have lasted well into WCW. And then they would have appeared as people that would have ran up the budget for Wrestle Society X.
Wow. Man, that should be a what if.
What?
If Wrestling Society X was.
I liked that show.
I liked Wrestling Society X.
I still think it would have been doomed to fail, but I think if it had gotten another season, it would have gotten a little bit of traction. But I went back and watched a couple episodes of that recently, and a few of the matches hold up, but not a lot of it. Like El Macias' stuff holds up, Matt Cross's stuff holds up. X-Pac feels really out of water in it.
But Teddy Hart was on the show, though.
And Teddy Hart is
a criminal.
But unfortunately one of the shining stars of Wrestle Society X.
That's fair.
That's true, though.
Weren't there some Dragon Gate kids on there?
Well, Jimmy Jacobs was on there. Fucking Tyler Black.
Oh yeah, I forgot Tyler Black was on there.
They had the Japanese team. They were from like Dragon Gate or some shit.
I think Matt Sydal was in there, wasn't he?
Yes, I want to say so. Here,
maybe
I'll just look it up.
I thought Sydal was already with WWE by that point.
Vampiro was
a part of it.
He was Booker. And then they got canceled because he got hit with that fireball that time.
Yeah, but they'd love to blame it on that, but like they were getting canceled with or without that. That was just like a good excuse to pin it on.
I would have blamed Vic Grimes on that one episode that he was on.
You can always blame Vic Grimes. Just ask New Jack.
Joey Ryan was on there with ass tassels.
Oh, that's right, he was.
That's unfortunate.
We don't talk about Joey Ryan.
Not anymore.
So how are we feeling about now that we've got 3 officially, 4 with 1 unofficially being made for All In? How are we feeling about the card shaping up? I feel like this is so far a good, like, hey, look at AEW.
Damn, Alcatraz was on the roster too.
Well, that's how much shit.
The prison?
Yes.
Which matches are announced so far, Will?
So we have our main event for the AEW World Championship. Adam Cole versus MJF. That'll be a pretty solid one. I mean, they had a good little 30-minute outing with that eliminator match. And I think the crowd's going to go crazy for it now that they've had the tag stuff. Because I guarantee you they're going to do a spot where they're going to do some kind of weird setup and they're going to clothesline each other and everyone's going to go ballistic. Because they will then become the double clothesline. We've got for the not so real world championship, Samoa Joe versus Pepsi Phil.
Is that for the belt?
Yeah, it's for the real world championship.
The Real World Championship. God, I hate that man so much.
I mean, it's cool that we're getting CM Punk and Samoa Joe on that big of a stage, but I don't know. We just got that, and I was disappointed by their Owen Hart outing. Then
I'm just kind of past Phil.
Yeah. Tag title wise, we have FTR versus Young Bucks. FTR cutting a weird promo, making it sound like they're going to be wrapping up on wrestling soon. Maybe I was just reading too much into it, but they were doing the whole like, we've done everything except this one thing.
Actually wrestle.
Ow.
Yeah.
I mean, they just had a great big match.
What the fuck is going on today? Like,
Hey, let me talk to you.
yeah, I've been listening. What you saying?
Young Bucks FTR, that gonna be a good match.
Is that Shane's 6th grade picture right there?
Oh.
It's my fucking son, dickface.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys look alike.
Yeah.
I would fucking hope so, Tyler. I would hope that I look like my child.
Well,
because if I didn't, then I would probably need to get a paternity test and I'd be on one of these fucking court shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let me talk to you. You aren't the father.
That's Maury, dude.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
It's not a court show.
I don't know. I don't watch TV other than fucking wrestling. I know who Jerry Springer is.
Yo, bro,
R.I.P.
I'm done.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, we're also probably getting Bob Van Dam and Jungle Man.
Jungle Man? Please.
Let me talk to you.
Jungle Man's new music is not working. When you're gonna, if you're gonna come out to some badass symphony music and then a fucking twink walks out with long curly hair.
Is he calling himself Jungle Man?
No, because he's a dumbass. He calls himself Jack Perry, but then when Jerry Lynn came out to do his bit, Jerry Lynn would only call him just Jungle. And it was killing me.
Good old Jerry with a subtle burial. Hey, Jungle.
He kept going. And you know that's your problem, Jungle.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, Jungle Man versus Bob Van Dam, that'll be a match. I wish Jerry Lynn could do it instead.
I wish Uncle Jerry could do it too.
Rob Van Dam could still go, though.
Yeah.
But Jerry Lynn is just the one of a kind, though. It's so incredible.
No, that would be Rob Van Dam.
No, that's Rob Van Dam.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Jungle Bungle's gonna win that fucking match though, and there's no universe where that makes sense to me.
Are you gonna have part-time ass fucking Robert go over Jungle Man?
Why not?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because
what is this, Pro Wrestling Noah?
Yeah.
They did it to Rob Conway in the E all the time.
Yeah, but it's
not Rob Conway.
I'd rather watch Rob Conway than Bungle.
I would rather watch Wrong Side of Town, episode 100. That was
that was just such a fun train wreck of a movie.
Yeah, but I could give two fucks about fucking Jack Off Perry.
Man, that shit. I guess I've watched too much indie wrestling because I immediately just thought it was going to be Second Gear Crew coming out when they started playing Walk.
Oh.
And I'm kind of disappointed now.
You were very, very, very fucking confused there for a second in the group chat. You were like, what? Rob Van Dam came out to fucking Walk by Pantera?
I was thinking,
this is I just remembered his dub music, which everyone in the dub just had weird ass themes. Except Raven had a really good dub theme.
Go, 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 go.
No, his
Yeah,
was
that
like
was a fucking badass thing. The fucking Ravens.
That was badass. I've considered stealing it.
no, you should steal New Jack's.
I'll tell you what, you steal Ravens, I'll steal New Jack, and I'll come back and wrestle you. And you
Well,
can
yeah,
dress up as Raven, and I'll dress up as New Jack.
You gotta wrestle Tank at the next Taxomania.
Why am I gonna wrestle Tank at the next? Who said I was even gonna be on the next Taxomania?
Who said you were going to be on the first one?
Exactly, I wasn't though.
You're going to get honey dicked again. Look at Tyler laughing.
I'll do commentary after the fact.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, JD
Tyler's
and I
gonna
can
talk
do
to you.
commentary, and then we'll both ref someone else's retirement.
Is
I won't be
I'm
there.
already fucking gone.
No, you're not. You still got
Yes,
another one of
I
these shows.
am.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
I
You
make my
can't go out on a win.
fucking return, and
You
Say
have to
nothing.
put over some young greenhorn like Tank.
I would put over Tank.
Young Master Tankerton.
You wouldn't really have a choice, but that does give me an idea.
I'm not wrestling at.
You have to drive down here, brother. You're booked.
I'm not booked.
Yeah,
This
you are.
flyer
Actually.
has legal obligations.
You're
Why was
certainly booked there. Unlike Dennis
If I'm
Stamps,
on
you
the
are
flyer,
booked.
then I'm fucking automatically booked. Or is this
Yeah.
like Keith Michaels fucking logic? If I get invited on Facebook, I'm booked for the show.
That's
Yeah.
actually that's really funny.
That legitimately happened too.
I know it did. I know the story behind that.
Why aren't you
Oh my
here in
God.
gear? I sent you a Facebook invite.
Yeah,
Unlike Dennis Stamps, sir, you are now booked.
I'm not booked.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
are.
you are.
So,
So are you announcing that Taxomania is happening right here, right now on the show? Taxomania 4. Are you announcing it, Tyler?
you're getting a little far ahead of yourself right now. But I do
But
need
I'm
to.
booked. But I'm
Okay.
booked.
If he's
I'm
booked,
not
you have to
booked for a
announce
fucking
it.
show that doesn't exist.
Shane, you're getting ahead of yourself. We're not announcing Taxomania 4. We're just announcing that the main event is going to be you versus Tank for the Taxomania Championship.
There's no
And-
championship.
You're right. It's just a tax
hold
return
on,
with a
hold on.
belt loop made of staples.
Wait a minute. There is a belt being created for the show because we're going to be doing more than one show after the next one next year. So
There's your
Please tell me
exclusive,
there's a tax
people.
return check on it.
you missed that on
Dibs.
the second show.
Dibs.
Or also, can the strap be made of carpet?
That's a good idea.
That's an idea.
Can you
That
do
is-
the backing? The backing is like carpet.
Yo.
No, you have it carpet so
Funny.
that way whenever you do the belt shot and then someone just no sells it because they're like, that really did not hurt. And so then they have to do it.
Rug burn. No, rug burn
Exactly.
hurts like a motherfucker, bro.
No, you do rug burn spots.
So we need to do a Facebook poll. Smarks, if you can hear this, should Shane be booked for Clash at Carpet City 4?
No,
There is no should. He is booked.
I'm not. There's
You
no.
are.
There is no
So-
show.
So
Well, there'll be a
Facebook
show.
vote, how many falls will Shank? That
Okay.
how
You know
many
what?
falls will Shane and Tank go? Option 1, 3.
Fucking one because
Option
Tank's
2,
gonna kill
5.
me.
Option 3, 7. Option 4, 12. Vote
And then
below.
you know what's gonna happen if you tell Tank he's gonna take 12 falls, or I'm gonna take 12 falls, or we're even doing a 12 fall match. He's gonna tell you to go get fucked, kid.
Who said
That's what
Tank
he's gonna
is
fucking
taking
tell you.
falls
He's
at
gonna
all?
laugh at you and go, God damn. No.
Okay.
And then do the gun.
Let's
Yeah.
we're definitely off track. So let's go to Will's favorite
Yeah.
segment.
This is why the show's great. I'm here.
Will, whenever you're ready.
Cut to the intro that I recorded.
Lame.
And now it's time for MVPs of the week to commence.
Thanks, announcer, host person. You're so great at your job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let him talk to you.
Let me MVP you. So, starting things off this week, this was a relatively light week wrestling-wise. TV-wise, wasn't anything super crazy. No one ran any kind of big pay-per-views or anything. There was really just the G1 Climax going on. And coming from the G1 Climax, MVP number 1 is once again that boy Eddie Kingston, having some fucking killer matches in the G1. I kind of don't want him to come back. Like, just keep him there. He's having so much fun. He's doing great. Just have him come back, beat MJF for the world title, and then beat Claudio for his, and then just go back to New Japan for a long time.
Forever, you mean?
And then he wins the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship too, while
And then
holding
drops
those
him to
other
Yoshihashi.
2 belts.
And then drops him to Yoshihashi. You're not allowed to have anything fun, Will.
And then wrestling ends.
You're not allowed to have anything fun, Will.
But
That would be
MVP number 2 is, man, he's been looking good. I feel like I'm gonna be saying this a lot, but Gabe Kidd, that should be the leader of the Bullet Club right now. David needs to be the tag guy. He's doing good. He ain't cutting it quite as leader, whereas Gabe Kidd is so fucking loud. And him and Coughlin, their entrances, they just destroy as much stuff as possible. Like Coughlin picked up the railings and threw it at the crowd, and he always throws the ring steps. With honorable mention going to Evil. Evil's been improving a lot this G1. The vision is starting to finally come together. They've hit the good balance of cheating and vicious, punchy, kicky brawls. But Shane, who's your MVP
My
of the week?
MVP of the week is LA Knight. Yeah!
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. I'm just glad we get to see it. Now bring back Dummy, and we'll be good.
The world is not ready for Dummy to be back.
I think it is.
Fucking
The world
dumb.
needs Dummy.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's my MVP, yeah. Because SummerSlam was the fucking drizzling shit, so
Well, LA Knight had the only match on the card.
I would have been happy with that. But good.
Yeah.
Tyler!
Well,
Bueller.
my MVP of the week has to be that Slim Jim Battle Royal winner, LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we almost had a complete in-sync thing there, and you fucked it up.
I'm good at that.
What can I expect from a fucking Taylor Swift fan? You
How
know?
very Joey Fatone of you ruining our NSYNC.
Joey Fat One.
Boy, got a big old hog.
It's all balls.
Yay.
Oh.
All balls, Jake Murphy.
I've got 2 MVPs. My first MVP is Jake. I watched his match with Torque, and I really enjoyed it. It's very good.
My fourth
Thank you for that.
MVP is Torque. He wrestled this pasty twink the other day. Fucking wrecked him.
Yes.
And my other MVP is Ken, because like me, he was also bored with the patriarchy when he realized it didn't involve
Ken?
horses.
Oh,
Street Fighter 6, yeah, I've been seeing a lot of good Ken outings at Street Fighter Evo this year.
And Masters, let's go.
I would give my Street Fighter MVP to all the Rashid mains that are pushing through because no one knows how to deal with them.
Hey, Will, though, what happened to Homeboy that had the mod? Did he get, like, disqualified? Or did they
Who?
let him finish? Some dude had a fucking Chun-Li mod where she was naked.
In Evo?
Yes, it got put on
There's
the
how?
stream and everything.
Because they're
Because
not.
she was naked.
Well, no, but how would they even get that in? Because they're running off of like the venue's systems. I haven't heard anything about this.
I'll look it up. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, I do have an honorable mention.
It's too late. Kind of like your pick for Shayna Baszler.
Oh well, you're gonna
Yeah.
listen to it anyway. Never mind. No, only Jake will get it, so never mind. Just pass it on through.
All right, so Tyler's MVP is no contest.
Actually,
Yates, who's your favorite MVP of the week that's not named Jake Murphy?
I was actually
Cat-
going to give a
Cat
non-wrestler
Von
my MVP of
Frankenstein.
the week. Well, I was actually going to give my MVP of the week to a non-wrestler this week.
No, that's not how this works.
Yeah, well, it's too fucking bad because it is. Have you guys heard about that little cat that was going around the internet, Tater Tot?
Oh, Tater Tot.
Tater
Oh,
Tot
poor Tater
passed away
Tot.
earlier this week. I'm giving Tater Tot my MVP of the week for all that money that he raised for animals with special needs and shit. I was very distraught when I found out the little bastard passed away.
no.
Poor Tater Tot.
He has legs now.
Yep. In animal heaven. Let's go. Tater Tot's my MVP of the week.
It's a good MVP.
The best MVP.
Well, fellas, I think that wraps it up for this week. Thank you, everyone, for listening to another episode of Not Another Freaking Wrestling Podcast. We'll be back in your feeds later this week with another episode. Until then, Jake, what do they need to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you.